Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Gut check time. The definition of insanity, as people say a lot of the time, is to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Obviously, what I'm doing is not working. The last 2 days, I've given you guys 8 picks, and I've only hit 1 the last 2 days. LeBron James saved us yesterday from completely reverse sweeping the last 2 days, going for offers like that, like I like to say. Let's go ahead and recap it, though. We still do have to recap it. Donovan Mitchell was the lock of the day, over 28.5 points. Shot 4 for 14 from the field. Again, can't do anything about bad shooting nights, right? When players are averaging good numbers coming in, the defense is averaging bad statistical numbers coming in. Not a lot you can do if a guy just doesn't make shots. So Donovan goes 4 for 14. Again, bad shooting night. Really can't control that one. Karl Anthony Towns falls a bucket short. He did not even attempt a shot until 6:35 left in the second quarter. Karl Anthony Towns went a quarter and a half. He went 18 minutes without taking a shot of game time. I don't even know if he's probably ever done that in his career. 18 minutes of game time without taking a shot, and then he eventually got to 21. You have to think that if he at all took a shot early in the game, he would have crushed his line, but didn't take a shot till 18 minutes worth of game time, which is just insane. And then Isaiah Hartenstein, man. I mean, if I were to come and tell you guys, a guy is averaging 9 rebounds per game, and he takes on the Hornets, and his line is sitting at 7. I'd be crazy to take the under, but just didn't get the rebounds yesterday. Which I can only just look at the numbers. That's all I can do at the end of the day. And if the numbers match up, then I'm going to go with them. But doing a little bit of different strategy with the numbers now this time, but we'll try it. Mike Conley, and then on the 5 slip, Mike Conley ends up getting that 3rd rebound with about 4 minutes left in the game. So that's a bummer there with that. With Mike Conley, again, just felt it goes 1 over, just grabs 1 late. And then LeBron James was a late ad on Instagram yesterday. Once Russell Westbrook got officially ruled out, went ahead and took that LeBron James assist line. He ended up getting to 9, so the only hit for us yesterday. But like I said, I've been at it a very long time this morning. I started at about 11. Had to do some stuff for MVP on TikTok, and then I've been at it since about 11 o'clock this morning going over these picks, and it's about 1:40, about 2 o'clock now. So really been cooking in the lab, and if it doesn't hit today, I'm going to be real upset because I really spent a lot of time on today's picks. So let's get into it, man. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, in the link down in the description below, I have a link that takes you straight to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy, because you're going to want to hop in on the action this year. They have added a whole bunch of new features to Underdog Fantasy this year. Starting with the brand new insurance feature, okay? This insurance feature is a new thing that has been super requested for the fans and the customers of Underdog Fantasy. Essentially, all you do is you click insurance right here, and if you can see right there, all you have to do is hit 4 of these picks to win, but the value does drop down. So if you turn off the insurance, you do a $10 bet, you obviously get $200. And if you turn on the insurance feature, it drops down a multiplier down to 10. But if you miss one of these picks, say Jameis Winston gets hurt or something, he doesn't end up throwing 2 touchdown passes. But everybody else hits, like Lamar, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and Justin Jefferson. All these guys hit. You still hit the slip. You just get it for $100. Just goes down a multiplier, which is a huge feature a lot of people have been asking for, so they received it. Also, they have added second half lines now to games. Obviously, it is on. There is nothing up because there's no NFL second half games, but they have added NFL second half. So just like for the Thursday night game, I'll throw up that clip right here. Thursday night, they dropped all the second half lines for that Thursday night game between the Bills and the Rams. They've added a bunch of new features this year. They're trying to improve to get the app better for you guys. Also, when you sign up, if you use code TAKEMYSHOT, you'll get $100 match, up to $100 match and 100% deposit match on your first time deposit. So if you do that, you can deposit $50, you get an extra $50, $20, you get an extra $20. Whole lot of stuff coming with Underdog Fantasy this year. Make sure you sign up with code TAKEMYSHOT. Now let's get to today's picks. All right, no more messing around. We were 4-1 with our locks of the day, and we've now missed 4 in a row, and to take us to 4-5 now. We're absolutely hitting today. Give us the lock of the day going to be coming from the Miami versus Golden State game. Give me Bam Adebayo today over 28.5. We're going to go with his PRA. The Warriors have struggled massively 2 centers through 4 games of this season. Now, let it be noted they have taken on some elite centers. They have taken on Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, Domantas Sabonis, and DeAndre Ayton. But you want to know the crazy thing about every single one of those guys? They all hit this PRA easily. 33 PRA from Anthony Davis, 48 PRA from Nikola Jokic, 37 for Domantas Sabonis, and 34 from DeAndre Ayton, all of them crushing this 28.5 rebound line, or PRA line for Bam Adebayo. In his last matchup versus the Warriors, he did take him on a year ago. And last season, he had 38 PRA. He recorded 25, 9, and 4. So in his history, he has had success versus the Warriors. Warriors are struggling in their first couple of games of the season versus centers. Now, as far as how Bam has fared this season, he's had 32 PRA, 23 PRA, 18 PRA, 32 PRA, 18, 27, and 31. He's averaging 26 PRA right now. So just 3 shy of what he needs to get to today. But he's taking on a team that allows the most points to centers in the NBA right now. The 5th most assists to centers in the NBA and the 6th most rebounds to centers in the NBA. So you would have to think that his average will be higher today because he's taking on a team that is struggling to stop centers really all around today. Also, 2 top teams in their respective conferences in the East and the West. So expect this game to be a very good game between these 2 teams. So this won't be a blowout game where Bam Adebayo won't have the time. I think he's going to be on the floor for a very long time. We're going to crush this PRA line. So give me Bam Adebayo's lock of the day today over 28.5 PRA. Next up, we're going to take a crazy line. This line is kind of blowing my mind. Give me Lou Dort under 15.5 points. The Los Angeles Clippers right now, I am not kidding you right now, are holding opposing team small forwards right now to an average points per game of just 4. Not a single small forward versus the Clippers this year in 4 games has even cracked double digits. They've scored 2 points, 3 points, 7 points, and 4 points. Absolutely locking down opposing teams' small forwards. And those are in games without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard as well, because they haven't played a couple of games, obviously, through this at the beginning of the season here. As far as Lou Dort goes, he's only hit this over once. He's had 10 points, 13 points, 20 points, and he had 4 points. And that 4-point game was last game against the Clippers. Got absolutely locked up. He's only averaging 12 points on the season. His line's sitting at 15.5 versus the number 1 defense versus small forwards in the NBA. Trey Mann and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander poured it on the buckets last game. Trey Mann, I think, had 4th best game of his career, something like that. He had 26. Shai almost always going to drop 30 a game. So expect the offensive production to come from those guys and Lou Dort to really not put up anything offensively. So give me Lou Dort under 15.5 points today. All right, and our last pick of the day, I went back and forth with like crazy. We're going to go with Darian Fox over 1.5 3-pointers today versus the Memphis Grizzlies. The reason why I decided to go with the 1.5 threes over his 6.5 assists, I was this close to doing the 6.5 assists. I almost went with the 6.5 assists because Darian Fox has got Keegan Murray back. Keegan Murray in his first NBA game hit 4 threes. That adds another essentially a catch and shoot guy for Darian Fox to hit. Now he's got Kevin Huerter. Now he's got Keegan Murray. Now he's got Malik Monk. He has a lot of shooters on the perimeter. He loves running that pick and roll to Domantas Sabonis. I think he's going to hit his 6.5 assists as well, but the only reason I didn't go with that was he's got this 1.5 3-point maids line, and he started the year shooting the ball from 3 pretty well. He's got 5 threes in game 1, 3 threes in game 2, and just hit 1 in that last game versus the Warriors, but he did take 6, so he's taking way more threes than he has to start his career, or to start the season than he has normally in his career. He's not normally a 3-point shooter, but he's shooting the 3-point ball, at least to this point in the season, a lot more. Also, Memphis is giving up 3 threes a game to starting point guards. Their games this year, they've given up 1, 4, 4, and 2. So in 3 of the 4 games this year, opposing point guards have been able to go over 1.5 threes versus Memphis defense. I think the fact that I decided to go with this over 1.5 threes is Sacramento's probably going to be down for the majority of this game. It's also probably going to be a pretty fast-paced game between the Kings and the Grizzlies, so I'm anticipating a lot of shots to be taken. So I'm liking the chances for him to hit 2 threes. Again, I don't think you can go wrong with this one. 6.5 assists and 1.5 threes are both there. I'm going to go with the 1.5 threes, but again, I don't think you can go wrong with 6.5 assists. All right, guys, so with that being said, that's going to lead to our perfect 3 slip. The lock of the day is Bam Adebayo over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Lou Dort under 15.5 points, and Darian Fox over 1.5 threes as today's perfect 3 slip for the NBA. That's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I know we've had a rough 2-day stretch. The same exact way, it's going to go back and forth. We started the NBA season with 2 sweeps back-to-back. Now we've had 2 back-to-back days. We're going to have good days, we're going to have bad days. At the end of the day, I always just go with the numbers. Very rarely will I place a bet that's against the numbers. You guys hear me, most of the time. I'm sure some people just skip to the end of the video to see what my picks are, but I'm sure most of you listen to what I say, and most of my picks, they're completely analytical. They go completely by the numbers. If a guy like Isaiah Hartenstein is averaging 9 rebounds a game and his line's at 7, I'm going to take the over. You know what I mean? And so I'm just always going to go with the numbers, see what the numbers say. And the numbers have just not been sticking with me lately, so I took a little bit of a different strategy today. So that's going to be today's video, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Let's turn this ship around. Peace.